I'm Liz from Night Owl Crafts Australia. In Australia, Christmas falls during our summertime and it can be quite hot. A few people stick with the tradition of roast turkey and Christmas pudding, but those of us who don't really like the heat and hot meals now prefer a seafood Christmas lunch or dinner and a pudding such as Christmas ice cream, which I will show you now. Christmas ice cream is full of fruits and nuts and is a delicious flavour, probably more popular with adults than with children due to its strong flavours. For this recipe, you're going to need 150 grams of glacé fruit, and in this one I've used glacé pineapple and glacé apricots. You're also going to need 1/3 of a cup of glacé cherries, and I've used a mixture of green and red glacé cherries. You're going to need 1/2 cup of sultanas and also 25 grams of dried apricots. You will also need 1/2 cup of slivered almonds that have been toasted in the oven until they're a light brown. You will need cocoa. We use 1 teaspoon mixed up into a blend with 3 teaspoons of water. Cream, you'll need 600 ml beaten until soft peaks form. You will also need 4 egg whites, also beaten until soft peaks form. And you will need some rum, dark rum preferably. And one ingredient that I almost forgot, you will need mixed spice, and we'll be using 2 teaspoons of the mixed spice. The first step in making this ice cream is to chop up all the glacé fruit and the cherries into small chunks and add the mixed spice to this, and then add the rum. You will need 3 tablespoons of rum added to it. This you'll then cover with Glad wrap and leave for probably a day just for the rum to fully absorb into the fruits. The smell of the mixed spice with the rum and the fruits is really very nice indeed. To make up our cocoa mixture, it's 1 teaspoon of cocoa added to 3 teaspoons of water, and then just mixed to form a cocoa paste without any lumps in it. Just keep working at it until the lumps have all disappeared and you end up with a smooth paste. We've now mixed it up so that most of, or if not all of the lumps have been absorbed into the fluid. This recipe uses a tablespoon of mixed peel. However, you don't want to find lumps of mixed peel in your ice cream, so you will need to chop it down to a much finer mix. The best way I find to chop down or cut up the peel is to use a large knife, and holding the tip of the knife to the board, then just raise and lower the other end until you have chopped it. This method is fairly quick and efficient at reducing the peel to a very, very fine mix, and that way nobody will get a big lump of mixed peel in their ice cream. It'll add the flavour but not much texture. Now comes time to combine all the ingredients. The fruit bowl has the mixed peel, the apricots, the glacé fruit and the rum and the mixed spice in it, and they've been sitting for a day or two. The cocoa mixture, the egg whites that have been beaten to soft peak, and the cream that has also been beaten to soft peak. So first of all we will add the fruit mixture to the cream. Scraping out the bowl to make sure that none of the good mixture is left behind. I'm enjoying the smell of the rum at the moment. We'll mix that in thoroughly. We will also add the cocoa mixture at this stage. And we'll leave the egg whites till last because we want to maintain their volume as much as possible. So with a stirring and folding method, stir everything around until the cocoa has coloured all the cream and the fruit is well mixed in. You want to avoid having pockets of cream that are quite white against the rest of the mixture. And last of all we will add the egg whites. The egg whites will need to go in 2 stages. The first little bit initially is just to help lighten the mixture before we add the rest of the egg whites in. So we'll just mix that in as before with a folding and stirring motion. We want to maintain as much of the volume as possible of aeration. And now the rest of the egg whites. And again, just mixing it in until you've got no pockets of egg white visible. Right, the egg whites have been stirred in, and I've just remembered that I haven't put in the slivered almonds yet, so I'll just add those before we mould it up. And give those a final stir in. The slivered almonds give a very nice crunch to the ice cream. And once they're stirred through, it's then ready to mould. You can mould into individual cup-sized moulds, or do what I do and put it into a single container, a bowl-shaped container. And I've lined the container with a freezer bag, which just aids in getting the ice cream out once it's frozen. I'll scrape off all the mixture from the spoon because you don't want to waste any. And then into the bowl it goes. The advantage of using a freezer bag is that you can then tie the freezer bag over the top of the ice cream and seal it whilst it's in the freezer. This dessert can be made well ahead of time as it keeps in the freezer for a long time, many months if need be. Use the spatula just to smooth over the top of the ice cream. And then bring the bag up over the top to seal the ice cream. and protect it from air. Once the ice cream has been frozen, with the aid of the freezer bag, you can lift it out, strip the plastic and unmould it onto your plate. Unlike plum puddings, we won't be dousing it in brandy and setting it alight, but we can add a little sprig of holly to make it a bit more in keeping with the Christmas season. This has been Liz from Night Owl Crafts Australia. I hope that you will take the opportunity to make this ice cream pudding. I think you will really enjoy it. And I just wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and hope that you'll continue to watch my videos and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I would like to thank Helen McIntosh, who's my photographer, and Tosh the dog, who has been present in many of the videos. Thanks again.